Hey Capricorn, welcome to your February monthly reading. This is Owlchemist Tarot, serving tarot straight up. So thank you guys for joining. If you're new, welcome. We're already in, I'm filming this on February 1. This is a little bit late, I apologize. We're already in retrograde, so, buckle up. So I'm going to pull cards, and I've already pulled cards and cleansed everything offline to save time. I've pulling for the overall month. Actions, advice, possible obstacles, what's going to be happening in your money, love, career, and things that you need to be watchful in your communication sector, and then a card for each week. Okay, so pulled a oracle card, and it's Unfinished Symphony. You got some unfinished business this month to attend to, Capricorn, and I think it's your outlook on things. I feel like for some of you, maybe there's a little bit of lost confidence hit, you know what I mean, and maybe ego check a little bit. Capricorn, you're such a hard worker. You like everyone wants instant gratification, and sometimes when you don't see that, you get bummed out. So don't get worked up, okay? Things happen when they're supposed to. But I do feel like there's some things that unfinished business that you have attending to this month, which is great because that's really that's the best way to leverage a retrograde, is to reevaluate everything, right? To set you up better for success in the long term. So let's get at it. Queen of Swords, overall this energy, I feel like this is not the time to feel like all the wind's taken out of your sails. Like, this is not to feel like less than anything. Queen of Swords is a very confident energy. In the reverse, sometimes it just means that, you're taking kind of more of the back seat rather than being the driver and the lead in your life. This is not the time to do that. This is, maybe some things didn't work out. Decisions you made didn't pan out the way you wanted to. Maybe there's been a loss of something and it's kind of made you a little hesitant. This is not the month to be hesitant, Capricorn. This is the time to just relook at things and how you can turn out better. Just because something doesn't happen, that means you're being protected and being guided to the path that you're meant to be on. Actions, advice this month. So you got Queen of Cups. Don't let that heart get hard and cold, please, Cap. This is the time to be open and be vulnerable and learn. They keep saying be the student and the teacher appears. This is really the time to put that ego aside and check it at the door and try to learn as much as you can. Maybe ask questions to a mentor or someone that's a lot more experienced than you, maybe more successful than you. And ask them, hey, where did I go wrong? I made a hard right turn. I obviously did something wrong. How could I get myself back on? I think when you show that you're humble and you're willing to be that evolving student and learn your lessons and get better. And I think that shows a lot about you, okay? Possible obstacles. This isn't really, it's not a bad card to get, actually. You got the Magician card. The Magician as an obstacle, I will tell you, be very, very, very careful what you wish for, what you ask for. We sometimes, law of attraction, law of vibration, you have to be in alignment. And sometimes we can manifest very easily in our life and not manifest the thing that we're really wanting because we are not on the right vibration. So all I'm going to tell you, Capricorn, is don't react and say or do things that are really only in the moment and that could kind of put you on a different course. Just they can just keep saying be. Just be. Rather than having to do everything and be everything to everyone, I think you need to take some time and really figure out what you want. Okay? In your money zone, you got 8 of Cups. All right. I feel like for a lot of you, and this could be in money, where a lot of this stems from. I think for a lot of you, maybe this is having to prove yourself and showing how you care about people money-wise, because there's emotional attachment to a lot of the money that you've spent recently. And it may have been like a short term, like buying a new car. It's great, but it's like a short term thing. Getting a raise is a short term thing. Buying, something like flashy and shiny and new, but it's like a short term thing, really. And what you need to focus on is how are you going to be emotionally happy without the material things, okay? So all I'm going to tell you, Capricorn, is money doesn't buy happiness. So I would just kind of keep that in check. Realize, pay attention, why you're spending money. Are you spending money because you need it, or is it because it's filling a void? Think of it that way. So love, Eight of Wands. Now, for some of you, Eight of Wands in reverse, this can certainly mean that if you're single or even in a relationship or have gotten into a relationship recently, maybe it feels like this relationship is moving way too fast. Like all of a sudden you are now moving in together and you've like only been dating for a couple months. Or you're making decisions on a whim because it's based on passion and excitement and not logic. So I'm going to tell you that this, you kind of need to balance the head and heart this month. Yeah, for some of you, this is not, especially if you're single, don't enter into a new relationship if you can help it. And again, you have to feel what's right for you, but this is, retrograde time is not really the time to start anything brand new. You might regret it, or you might learn more about the person. You're like, you know what, they are not my person, and that's okay, but you're kind of wasting people's time when you jump into something when you're not really for sure. Career looks really good. Wheel of Fortune. This could be an indication some of the hard work you put in back in Sag season last year, November, December, things are starting to turn around for you, maybe work-wise, where you're getting noticed more, you're being, recognized for accolades or recognized for your hard work. But I do feel career is looking really, really good. You're being probably looked at for a promotion or more money coming in. Maybe you got a higher, I don't want to call them a merit increase, but just like a bonus. That's what I was thinking. More for a bonus than you realize. So good for you if that's happening. Love it. And career, there's a big, I think for a lot of you, you've worked really hard where you get in your career. This is a 10. So there's an ending that you've kind of like hit this milestone. Maybe you just finally have gotten to the position that you've really wanted to. So if that's the case, congratulations. Communication, you got 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Communication, I'm going to tell you that Capricorn, I don't know how to explain this comms wise. This could be a month where there's a lot going on and a lot that you're dealing with even internally. You might come across to friends and family and even coworkers where you're venting. Like to you, it's venting. But to them, it's like, wow, that you continue. This is like, it's a lot for someone to take. I don't know how to explain this, but 10 of Wands, I feel like you might be unloading on someone and you're thinking that it's just like conversation and it's just like, oh, I'm just venting and getting it off my chest, but they might be taking it a different way. It might be too much for them. I don't know why Spirit keeps telling me this, but try not to like offload all of your stuff on someone, even though you might need to do that. I think you need to pick and choose who those people are this month. Just something to be aware of. First week out of the month this week, February 1, I'm filming this on the Chariot. So things are going to start to move pretty quickly. And, again, with money, I think you're going to have to start, and it's under the 8 of Cups. So basically, I think for a lot of you, you're going to have to make some pretty fast decisions on spending and money and investing. Also, 8 of Cups, I forgot to mention this. This could be an investment that's gone wrong too, that you need to walk away from, something that you really had your heart set on, or something that you were like, yes, this is going to happen no matter what. Your heart was dead set on it. You're going to have to move some quick decisions around that, probably around money, to rearrange, sell, buy. You're going to have to maybe, put money elsewhere. But all I can tell you is that there's some pretty big decisions that you have to make this week. Second week, we got 9 of Cups, and even though that's in the 8 of Wands position, that 8 of Wands reverse, under love. Now, I get that this could be like the person that you think is your forever person. And this second week, there might be some really exciting moments. But I'm going to tell you, this could be just in the heat of the moment and passion and excitement. You really need to get to know this person. All I'm going to tell you, if it's love related, please don't jump into anything super quick because you might regret it later down the road. All I'm telling you is that get to know them. Understand how they act when they're hangry, when they're pissed, when they're stressed, when they're untangling Christmas lights. Whatever the case is, get to know them before you adjust your entire life, okay? Third week, Sun in reverse, really great card. I'm going to tell you, I think work achievements under this Wheel of Fortune, I think the things that you've wanted the most, I think maybe you didn't get everything that you wanted, even though you've gotten a lot and you've accomplished a lot, but it still is like a really wonderful achievement and accomplishment. There's nothing really negative about the Sun in reverse. It's almost just like you may not have gotten everything that you wanted, but you got pretty much almost everything. So third week looks really strong for you career-wise. Fourth week, all I'm going to tell you, this 10 of Wands in reverse, we talked about unloading and kind of like overbearing people with your maybe just things that you've been harboring. Be careful, because sometimes when you put more negativity out there, even if you're just trying to vent, it's okay to vent and move on. And like, I'm like that. I have to vent it out and then I'm over it and I'm good. But if you harbor and harbor and harbor and talk about the same thing, and it's putting negativity out there, you're only going to attract more of that. With the 10 of Cups in reverse, I feel like it can impact, like, you know, maybe this last week, people that you really care about, friends, family, people are just going to be like, oh, enough already. You got to make a decision. You got to, you know, do something about it. So just be careful about that communication piece, okay? You may not realize that you're doing it. That's all I'm saying. Have a wonderful, wonderful month, Capricorn. I know this is not the easiest month for you, but you'll get through it just like you always do. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and also follow me on TikTok and Instagram for more free readings and insights. If you're interested in a tarot reading from me or member exclusive content only, go ahead and look at all that stuff in the description box. It's all there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next month. Bye.